As the end of summer approaches, so does the start of the football season. But a new study out about the effects of concussions and head injuries in football players raises concerns for many parents and even former players. Valley News Team's Molly Casey has more.
Come on now, come on now, come on now. Good.
Young athletes train to be strong and agile and to never ignore an injury. But some injuries aren't easily seen. A new study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association revealed that of 202 players studied after death, 177 had some degree of chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE.
It's nerve-wracking to an extent.
Cole Jerick played football for years, including as a defensive end at NDSU, and says he suffered multiple concussions during his career and still feels the effects.
I've taken some major hits. I maybe have a little bit less memory before, a little memory loss to an extent.
Today, Jerick trains young athletes, and while he tries to instill in them to play safe, football is intrinsically a rough sport.
There's not really a way to avoid that in an extent in football. I mean, if there was, it'd be great.
Little is known about CTE, and it can't be diagnosed until after a player dies. Yet in some instances, the effects can be seen.
Those extreme cases where those guys go completely berserk and whatnot, you never want that to happen to you or any of your friends.
Jerick says he wouldn't change his time playing football despite the slight memory loss, but hopes enforcement of concussion protocols and future research will help ease the harsh nature of CTE. From Fargo, Molly Casey, Valley News Live.
Of the players examined during the study, 111 were NFL players. 110 of those players were found to have suffered from CTE. Coming up after weather, it's a video that's gone viral of a woman yelling at Somali American women in Fargo. What repercussions this woman is now facing. Plus, 3 men are now in jail after yesterday's drug deal gone bad in Moorhead. So who's facing charges? We'll come back to that story in just a few moments. But first, Robert, it's another quiet and dry night. So when's our next chance for rain?
Yeah, another quiet one. It's going to be a few more days before we see that chance of rain, and that rain much needed. We're over 5 inches below where we should be at this time of year here in the Fargo-Moorhead area, even worse in other parts of the state. Right now, though, a gorgeous shot as we take a live look outside on the CorwinAuto.com Valley Skycam, part of the Storm Team Skycam network. Sun in the process of setting, just a few high clouds streaming on through, making for a gorgeous sunset. And temperature-wise, not too bad out there, 73 degrees, those winds light out of the north-northwest at 6 miles per hour. Temperatures elsewhere across the region, 72 Langdon, 73 Devil's Lake, also 73 in the Valley City area, down in Sisseton, up in Grand Forks, 69 degrees in Badette, 70 in Bemidji, Thief River Falls, as well as in Detroit Lakes and over in Wadena. Winds have continued to subside. They'll remain rather light overnight tonight. They'll pick up again, northerly once again as we head through your Thursday, around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Hardly a cloud out there, and with hardly a cloud out there, no precipitation to worry about. A dry night out there. A nice day as we head through the day tomorrow. A bit warmer than today. Most of the northern plains, quiet. It's not till you get on down at much of the Rocky Mountains. Still seeing quite a few showers and thunderstorms. One severe thunderstorm in central Nevada, and some showers and thunderstorms making their way through northern Illinois, trekking on off towards the east. For us, as we head through the rest of the evening and into tonight, we'll see those temperatures cool down, and you'll see those colors turning to more greens. We'll see some upper 50s and low 60s as we head into tomorrow morning, and the winds will still be light as we start off the day. Now, as we head into the afternoon, the darker the reds, the warmer the temperatures. We're going to see temperatures warming into the 80s, even close to 90 in the western portion of the state. A bit cooler off towards the east, where we've got the yellows and oranges with some upper 70s in our eastern counties. And as we head into tomorrow evening, everybody cools down. We'll see temperatures into the 60s and 70s. Here in Fargo, as we start off today, we're going to see temperature right around 60 degrees with just a few clouds out there. A nice warm up by lunchtime into the upper 70s, and later on in the day with plenty of sunshine. Northerly breezes will warm it on up into the mid 80s. Picture of the day, a gorgeous shot. It's a sunflower with a bee either going towards it or just leaving that sunflower. Thanks to Donna for sending that photo in. A beautiful picture that we're going to use as the backdrop to our 7-day forecast. And mid-80s Thursday, 90 on Friday. It's over the weekend where we've got the storm chances, and they're not very high. It's not going to be a widespread rain event, unfortunately. Still hot Saturday and Sunday in the low 90s. Warmer still on Monday, and another meager chance for storms on Tuesday and Wednesday.
So summer is not really letting up anytime soon.
Not anytime soon, and it looks like we're going to stay fairly warm as we head through mid-August at least.
All right, thank you, Robert.
You got it.
The woman caught in this viral video yelling at multiple Somali American women in a Fargo parking lot has been fired from her job as an accountant. Last night, Amber Hensley was captured on camera saying, "We are going to kill all of you," referring to Muslim people. The women in the car say they were scared and called police. Meanwhile, Hensley sent to us a Facebook message apologizing, adding that one of the women swore at her. A Concordia professor we spoke with is hoping to facilitate a conversation between Hensley and the other women.
If she genuinely wants to make amends for that, and if they genuinely admit they were wrong too, then why can't we make that happen?
Fargo police say they are investigating the confrontation. They have spoken with Hensley and the women who filed a police report. And remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. 3 people are in custody surrounding yesterday's shooting incident in South Moorhead. 18-year-old Raquan Thomas of Moorhead and 20-year-old D'Angelo Brooks of Fargo are being held on multiple charges, including robbery and second-degree assault with a dangerous weapon. A 17-year-old male from Fargo was also arrested. The shooting happened just before 6 p.m. behind the Hornbacher's location off of 40th Avenue and 8th Street South. But the investigation stretched to this apartment just a few blocks away. Authorities say it was the result of a transaction gone bad. One vehicle had damage, but no one was hurt. Additional charges are being considered. A North Dakota man is dead and another is facing charges after a DUI crash in Walsh County. 55-year-old Michael Kubal of Langdon passed away yesterday after the crash on Highway 81 in Grafton last week. A passenger, 54-year-old Franna Kubal from Langdon, was hurt but has since been released from the hospital. The Highway Patrol says 43-year-old Brian Bjerknes of Cavalier ran into the back of Kubal's vehicle, pushing it off the road before it rolled. Bjerknes was charged with DUI, and court documents say he is now facing a felony terrorizing charge, as well as along with other charges. The family has set up a GoFundMe account to help with expenses. We've got a link to that connected to this story on valleynewslive.com. Many people feel the pains of student loan debt, but now one school may be bearing that burden after the Minnesota Supreme Court ruled against the Minnesota School of Business, or Globe University, today. The Minnesota Attorney General's office is seeking to void loans from the 2 schools that were issued after January 1st, 2009. A statement from the AG's office says that the schools, quote, issued thousands of illegal loans to Minnesota students, stemming from a lack of state license and unlawful interest rates as high as 18%. They believe as many as 6,000 students could be impacted.
There are students who no doubt are, under payment plans, and they might be in the middle of it, and they're wondering what to do. Should they keep sending checks or not? So we're trying to get the school's agreement that no, they don't have to keep sending checks.
Right now, it's not clear whether those on the hook for the loans will still have to pay until a ruling is made. President Trump fired off several tweets today declaring a ban on transgender troops serving in the military. The details are sparse, but the reaction has been resounding. Willa Lengi is at the Pentagon with the latest.
Rudy Akbarian is a Los Angeles Army reservist and transgender. He says it was very painful when he learned of President Trump's tweets announcing the United States government will not accept or allow transgender individuals to serve in any capacity in the U.S. military.
We are here to serve our country just like anybody else, and we are 100% mission ready and capable.
A Rand Corporation study estimates there are between 2,500 and 7,000 transgender service members on active duty, several thousand more in the reserves. The future of those service members remains unclear. The Pentagon referred all questions to the White House, where few specifics are being offered.
This was about military readiness. This was about unit cohesion. This was about resources within the military.
In his tweets, the president said continued service by transgender individuals would burden the military with tremendous medical costs. But a 2016 study found transgender people who may opt for gender reassignment surgery or other procedures would add 0.1% to overall military health care spending. On the campaign trail, then candidate Trump promised the LGBTQ community he would defend their rights.
Rise up, resist!
But at rallies in New York City and Los Angeles Wednesday, activists say they never believed him.
I'm appalled at him, at what he said and what he's doing.
Mola Lengi for CBS News, the Pentagon.
And it was on this day in 1948 that President Truman declared all members of the armed services would have equal treatment and opportunity regardless of race, color, religion, or national origin. It's a new program aimed at saving our furry friends. It's called the Mod Squad. It's a behavioral modification program for dogs. The program started in Wisconsin, and now the shelter in Bemidji has picked it up. Dogs that are aggressive or might seem difficult adoptable are slowly trained by the volunteer member of a Mod Squad.
I've worked with about 30 of them, and it is unbelievable the change, sometimes even within a week, just getting that extra attention.
The program is working since Bemidji started it 3 years ago. They have adopted out 91% of their dogs. A 40-year landmark in the Fargo community is getting a fresh coat of paint. The Red River Dance Performing Arts Company hosted an open house to celebrate their grand reopening. The company is expanding to 5 studios to keep class sizes small and accommodate more students. Instructors hope that they can give their students a second home where they can build confidence and learn in a safe environment.
They love to teach. They come here energized. They get me energized and remind me every day that dance can change lives.
Classes will start up again on August 28th for the fall session.